Hi everybody, this is Kevin Zuccaro from Fluid Audio, and I just want to say welcome to our virtual NAMM booth this year on behalf of myself and Kenneth and Chris and also Peter. Welcome to our booth and thank you for your support this year. It hasn't been the easiest, just like this NAMM show is a little different, but it's a challenge and we make the best of it and have fun. So we want to show some new products at our booth this year. So you'll see some photos and some ideas and kind of work in progress. We're not ready to launch any of them at this moment, but you'll get a good idea of where we're going with products for this year. We look to be launching probably maybe 3 or 4 products this year. So we've been working hard at that. In this particular video, I'm not talking about the FX series, but you see them back here. There's the FX80s are in this room. I'm at an undisclosed location in Los Angeles right now of a good friend's studio, and this is their smallest room that they let me use for today, and I've set up the 80s and also our FC10S subwoofer, and that's kind of what I'm here to talk about. We showed the FC10S sub last NAMM show and got good traction with it and good reception, but we didn't launch it until about 2 months ago, and now we're shipping. So we urge you to check it out. It's a really great sub. I'll talk more about that in a minute, the details. So we had a sub before. It was the F8S, which is an 8-inch subwoofer, and that was a great sub for smaller studios, home studios, and smaller applications. It's a great little sub, and we're selling a ton of them, and I'm really happy at how that sub is doing. But the feedback that we've gotten from a lot of the pro guys is that, hey, we need more output, we need a little bit more oomph, we need a bigger, so it's suggesting a 10-inch. Everybody has a 10-inch subwoofer, so we thought we'd come out with a 10-inch sub. So I have one here underneath this desk. What I thought I would do is just move this chair out of the way and drop this guy down here and talk to you down here if I don't turn off my microphone. So this is it. If you haven't seen it before, this is our FC10S MDF cabinet, 10-inch woofer with a 2-inch long throw voice coil. It has this very sturdy metal grill to protect the woofer cone. A lot of these are sometimes in corners or under a desk, whatever, and they're in danger of being kicked. So that's the real benefit of having the grill. The acoustic design, a lot of designs are either ported or sealed, right? Sealed designs, they sound great, but you need a lot of power because they roll off naturally 6 dB per octave, so you need a lot of amplification to get the output at the frequencies you need, 30, 40 hertz. So that's why a lot of designs at this in this kind of ilk are a ported design, and you can tune them down to a certain frequency and then dump them, and then they work great. So a lot of subs are direct ported, meaning the port is directly out to the listener. I'm sure you've seen tons of products like that. A lot of them are also down firing, either woofer or port is down firing, and the benefit of that is you get some loading off of the ground, you get some ground loading and some more output and bass extension. The only problem is when you fire it directly at the ground, sometimes you can get some air noise and chuff or turbulence, air turbulence underneath. So that's where I came up with this idea of this angled port. I wanted to do something unique for this design. So you get kind of the benefit of both kind of styles, of a direct radiating and a down firing. So you get this angled, you get some floor loading, and you get some reflected energy, and plus the direct radiating energy of the woofer, which is pretty cool. It works quite well. So that's kind of the idea of the cabinet design and the acoustic design. Let me talk briefly about some of these features in the electronic design. So it's 200 watts, plenty of power for a room this size. There's XLR ins and outs, TRS ins and outs that go out to your mains, of course. And then also we have a RCA unbalanced in as well. We added some cool new features to this model that we didn't have on the F8S. The first being the ground lift switch, which comes in handy because some wiring in houses or studios is such that you get a little bit of a hum or sound that you don't want. So you flip the switch and suddenly the hum is gone. That's very helpful. We also have this variable phase, which really comes in handy when you're dealing with the phase relationship and getting the optimum output of both the subwoofer and your mains, low frequency. So you can optimize or dial in exactly where the roll-off is, and you want to maximize the output. And then the crossover, which is self-explanatory. That's a variable crossover. Volume switch. We also have something that's on the F8S, which is the flat and punchy switch, which give you just a little bit of different sound if you want just a flat roll-off, as most will use it, or if you're doing dance music or pop music and you want that kind of boom, boom, boom. Oh, but I just hit my mic. You want kind of a low frequency thump, then you put it to punchy and it's an 80 Hertz 5 dB boost. We also have our foot switch, bypass foot switch, which I don't have with me today, but I'm sure many of you have seen it. It's just a foot switch. It's an on and off. You press the switch and it turns it on and off. And that way you can, while you're mixing, you can, what does it sound like without the bass? What does it sound like with the bass? And you're able to audition it either way, just at the step of a foot switch, which is very handy. So this is our FC10S on and off switch, makes it easy. That's all I was going to show you for today in this video. So thank you for watching and thank you for attending NAMM show and our booth. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye, thanks.